Hello, I'm Angel, and today I'm making and burning a candle from saponified tallow. Earlier in this series, I made rushlight and 3 different types of candles from tallow, and every one of them had an issue with being too soft. In my research, I found that successful tallow candle makers in the 17th and 18th centuries all had secret recipes, some better guarded than others, and this got me to thinking, Euro-Americans making their candles at home and failed with the Illume hack, as I did, might have looked at their soap making as a potential solution because soap from tallow is more rigid than the candle tallow. The soap only required a few simple ingredients nearly every homestead would have: tallow, lye, and water. Lye, also known as sodium hydroxide, would have been obtained by leaching wood ash. As wood was long a primary source for heating and cooking on the homestead, there would have been plenty of wood ash every year. The water mix could be set aside for a week or longer until it passed a simple test. An egg must float in the water, or the water can be boiled down. In 1791, French chemist and surgeon Nicolas Leblanc patented a process for mass-producing sodium carbonate, natural soda ash. In 1807, Humphrey Day discovered sodium hydroxide. Industrial-scale production of sodium chloride solutions by electrolysis, aka chloralkali process, began in 1892. The process yields equivalent amounts of chlorine and sodium hydroxide, and by the 20th century, the electrolysis of sodium chloride had become the primary method for producing sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide crystals are relatively safe and available in just about every hardware store in America. Modern soap makers buy it over the counter and mix it with distilled water. I have no idea how much lye there is in the mix. I can smell it, but that's really no indication as to how strong the concentrate is. Most homemade soap makers craft soap so that it has what is known as a super fat percentage, which means that there isn't enough lye to saponify all the fats. This makes the soap feel moisturizing. Fat is what is going to make my candle burn, so I want to super fat my candle. Saponification happens when a fat, in this case our tallow, meets sodium hydroxide. When the 2 ingredients are within 10 degrees of each other, the lye cleaves the ester bond, releasing fatty acids, salts, and glycerol. Michael left a comment on my earlier video suggesting I try hemp for a wick. I think hemp is a great idea. So let's do a burn test because rushlight. Look at that, it's leaving something behind to be trimmed. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not even sure this is gonna work. We'll wait 24 hours and see what happens. This is awful. These little specks are called ricing, and in this case, it's most likely from the ash. It's also a bit like cheese, so maybe I didn't mix it until it fully reached emulsification, and there could be too much lye in here. Unlike the other tallow candles, there is no way I can melt this down and remake this candle. Let me show you what I mean. First, I've heated up the leftover mix. I'll add some more fat. This is just some lard I have in the cabinet. Now I'll continue to heat. It looks like runny oatmeal. I will let my failed candle cure for a few days before I attempt to burn it. It's been 3 days. It doesn't smell nearly as strong as it did on the first day, and it's definitely even harder than it was when I originally moved it from the mold.
like the rushlight all over again. We know the hemp will burn because we did the burn test. So something happened. The salt from the saponification process must have done something to the wick. Maybe the hemp absorbed the salt or something, and it's causing it to not want to burn. I don't know. This is a total fail.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please be sure to hit that like button because that tells YouTube algorithm to push it out to people watching similar content. And here are 2 other videos I think you will enjoy.